everyone, and welcome to this 15 minutes practice tip for a dance fitness class. I want you to stand up, or if you're in your chair, join me. Now, if you are in a chair, it's best to have a chair with no arms and preferably no wheels. If you do have wheels, just lock them. My name is Gloria Harris, and I am here to share with you what I have learned over the years as a group fitness instructor. I started fitness teaching back in 1987. And over the years, I picked up a few secrets that us instructors use to make sure you have a safe class. Here's the first one. We're always telling you, watch your posture. Stand erect, don't slump, get good posture. But I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to get into that good posture position and how to stay there. The first one is one that I learned at a recent breath fitness class. And at that breath fitness class, they taught us about several breaths, many breaths, but one in particular stuck with me, and that was the aha breath. It's a relief breath. It's when you breathe in through your nose and you exhale with a sigh, you go, ah. Just try it. Breathe in through your nose, fill up everything you can from your chest and your belly, and then just go, ah, what a relief. Breathe again. Now, I'm going to let you exhale. When you exhale, notice that your shoulders are falling down naturally. It's going, ah. Because for some reason, as we grow older, we want to dance with our shoulders up here, as though our shoulders is holding us from falling and is helping us to keep our balance. That is a picture of poor posture. So if you breathe in, exhale, just relax and let everything fall down. Your shoulders are down. That's the first step in a good posture. The second one is to pull your shoulder blades together. Gently pull them together. So you go with your aha breath, and then slowly pull your shoulder blades back. That's pulling your shoulders back naturally. So the breath is bringing them down. The squeezing your shoulder blades is pulling them back. Now, one last thing, the third move is to imagine that someone is lifting your head up so that you're standing like a proud warrior, a proud human. Lift that head up, not your chin, not your chin. Bring that chin level. Just bring shoulders down, squeeze shoulder blades together, and then pull that head up like a proud, I don't know, a bird, an eagle, just standing proud. Shoulders down, shoulder blades pressed together, and your head is level. So that's your posture. The other move you will see most often in a dance class is marching. There are modifications to marching. Now, you've got your safe space. If you're home, if you're in your backyard, if you are at a park, you have your safe space. The thing about a safe space is that you want to make sure that your space on the ground is safe. So even a little pedal can cause you to be off balance. Or if you're outside of your backyard, walk around your yard to make sure that there are no holes or no unevenness. If you're on a patio floor, that there's no water that's going to cause you to slip. I'm on carpet, so what I had to make sure of is that there's no glass of water here. I have a grandbaby that I lived with, that her toys are not all over the floor, and that there's space. If I'm using a chair, it's not in my workout space. This is my safe space. And the beauty of doing it at home is that you can do modifications and you do not distract anyone, because it's just you. All right, so a basic move that you always see is a march. I'm going to turn to the side. You can take a march at this level. I'm just lifting my heels. That is a march. You can do that depending on your fitness level and your mobility. You can do this in a chair. Now, you can add a little more intensity by picking your foot up off the floor. Picking them up. And there's no shame in holding onto a chair for balance, especially if your instructor is telling you to lift and down, lift and hold, lift and it's a slow march. Now, most of the time, especially if you're in one of my classes, I'm going like this. I'm moving my feet up and down. And guess what? I'm moving my hands. Now, when you're moving your hands, you're bringing that elbow all the way back. For as far a range of motion as you can, you're bringing it back, you're pulling it up. You see that? It's not just, oh yeah, let's that. No, it's back and up. Because remember, this is a fitness class. This is a dance fitness class. So if I'm doing this, I am moving my elbows back and up, back and up. I'm not overworking myself. I am not trying to, pump hard right here. I'm starting out with what I can do. The other thing you'll hear us say is keep your knees soft. When you're dancing, you don't want to dance with stiff legs. You want to keep them slightly bent. So when we say keep your knees soft, we're saying have a slight bend. So we got the slight bend, you have the posture, and now you can move. You can move your heels up and down. Shoulder length apart simply means that when you drop your hands, if you were to look down, you can see at least your thumb and you can see your feet. You don't have to have them out here. That's not below your shoulder. So you want it here below your shoulder. That's a safe place. For some of us, we have broader shoulders. Our feet will be farther apart. Either way, you got your posture, you've got your modified march, or your high intensity march, or whatever march you want. And so you can do that and not distract anybody if you make a change. Guess what? Dancing is fitness fun. The way that we know that we are getting the best out of our workout is if your shoulders are dropped, your shoulder blades are pulled back, your head is up, your knees are bent. You know when you stretch up, you're strengthening right in here. This is the core. This is what we say all your strength comes from. All of your movement comes from. Because if this is strong, if this is firm, you can move easily and you have balance. So let's go back to that march. I'm going to show you different variations of what you can do with the march when you're stepping in a dance class. So we're first here, we're just marching. Just marching. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're just marching. You know that when you're walking, you walk forward, and that's the same thing you do with a march. You can walk up, you can march back. I'm still marching. I'm going slow now. But if I want to, I can march up and I can march back, and I'm watching my posture, keeping my core strong. And I can do this. If you need to hold on to a chair, you can. The other thing you can do is go from side to side. You can go from side to side, just marching from side to side. That's your march with your foot. Now, you're going marching. It's something that we call a V-step. I call it up, back, back, where you just go marching, back, up, back. Look at my posture. I'm still holding my posture. Up, back, up, back. Now, if you got rhythm, you can use your arms alternating or just pull them in and out, which is another very, very commonly used dance move. Now I'm going to keep my feet still and go in and out. Now check this out. I am not just going down and up. For every move you make, you should have a purpose. It's a fitness purpose. And your instructor who has choreographed your playlist and the songs has every move as a fitness purpose. Now, up and back. When you're going up, you're taking your arm as back as far as you can, and you're stretching it forward as far as you can. Back as far as you can. Up and back. Up and back. Now remember that posture? We're still in that posture. We still got our knees bent. Look, you can sway from side to side. Swaying. You don't have to tap and tap unless you want to, but you can just sway from side to side. And what you're doing in the beginning of any fitness class or the beginning of any fitness workout, you're warming your body up. It's so important. Just getting to the right posture warms your body up. Whatever it is that you're doing, make it exaggerate it during your warm-up, because this is the big movement part. This is the part that opens up and tries to touch as many areas as you can. So see, I'm extending out, bringing in. It doesn't look like much, but I am stretching as far as I can. And then when I pull in, I'm pulling in as much as I can. I'm stretching out. And guess what? I'm breathing and watching my posture at the same time. And now when you're doing a warm-up for a dance class, it's good to keep your movements right below your shoulder, right below your shoulder, nothing above right now. Now, other fitness classes, like your Tai Chi and your yoga, they may start with a breathing in with your arms up and bringing it down. But this is how you prepare for a dance fitness class. Here's another common, very common move in dance fitness, and that is toe up and toe back. Now I'm turning to the side so you can see toe up, toe back. I'm in good posture, and my knees are soft. When I say toe up, I mean press that heel into the floor. Knees are slightly bent and bring it back. Pressing into the floor, bringing it back. This is to keep you balanced. You can use a chair, but if I show you what this looks like when we're dancing, it looks like this. But what I'm doing is making sure that my heel is touching firm on that floor. I don't want it to be sliding and moving and turning out. I want it to be toe up, heel pressing, and I'm breathing. So the other thing I can't emphasize more is that to continuously breathe, and not shallow breaths, not breaths like, no, we're not breathing like our puppies. No, during a fitness class, you're breathing in deep through your nose and exhaling. Believe me, energizing breath is a slow inhale and a long exhale. And if you're in one of my classes, or if you're in a structured class and you happen to get close to them, you will hear them breathing. Or we'll yell and say, go, let's go. So here's a foot up, back, up, back. Now you're marching, and it's so easy. Just go to here and back, here and back, here and back, here and back. Now you can take that same move, tap out. Ball of my foot is on the floor. My knees are soft and in. Tap out. My foot is facing forward. It's not turned out. It's not turned in. It's facing forward. I am still in my good posture. I am still breathing. Out and in and out and in. Now, if you have problems, if you feel anything in your knees right now, then don't go all the way out. Just step a little bit out and in. Remember, you're in your safe space. Only one seeing you is you probably. And hopefully you have your video on if you're taking a virtual class so that the instructor can see you. The other part of this move, and any of the moves where you're moving your feet, is to let your hands follow it. So you can step it out and in. And remember, I am stretching as far as I can. As far as I can, I'm stretching out. Breathe in and blow it out. I'm coming here to clear something off the screen. The other part is out. That was just an example of be comfortable. This is not rigid. We're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to get our fitness dance class on. So I'm using the same feet and arms, but you can't see it, but I am extending my arms out as far as I can. They're level with my shoulders, which are pulled down. I am still in good posture. You can take this same move and point the toes down and back, down and back, and then let the arm follow it back. Watch that posture, back. Breathing in and exhaling. These are your basic moves. This is just stepping in and stepping out. Now I'm gonna bring my hands down. I'm still marching. I'm still marching. I'm gonna step back and in. Back and in. I'm not stepping back like into a lunge. I'm not going back that far. I'm just stepping back a little and in, just to loosen things up. And in, back, and in. Now you can let your hands go back with the same foot. And in, back, and in, back, in, back, in. Now, something you may have not noticed readily is that the tempo has a lot to do with your intensity. So for some of you, you may be marching like this. You may be stepping out like this, like really getting your dance on in a fast way. But every song that has a beat that's fast, you can slow it up. So if you're going like out, in, out, in, out, in, arms are following, you can slow that up to out, in, and you will still be in beat with the music. Out, in, and you still have time to think about your posture. And sometimes even I forget. I like to dance like this. You know, I like to dance bent over because back in the day, that's what I did. And now I'm like, no, I am going to keep my posture while I'm dancing. So guys, I hope that this helps you to be able to have a great fitness class. I have enjoyed this 15 minutes. I hope you join me in my class, and I will see you then. Bye.